I'm Lisa Van Cise on the shores of Lake Washington, where we are just days away from the Danskin Women's Triathlon. But this year, one woman has a lot to be proud of. We'll have her story coming up.
Still ahead for you this morning, training for a triathlon.
The Danskin Women's Triathlon is taking place this weekend, and it's going to have very special meaning for one Northwest woman whose story is just so inspirational.
I can't believe it.
We'll just say that,
yeah,
and then you'll have to watch.
I was going to say one more thing, but I don't want to ruin it.
Some Northwest women are getting in their exercise today. The Danskin Women's Triathlon this weekend in Seattle.
It is the longest and largest women's multi-sport series in the world. Northwest Cable News' Lisa Van Cise shows us one woman's long journey to get to this weekend.
It takes a lot for the average person to train for a triathlon, but when the Danskin Women's Triathlon kicks off on Sunday here on the shores of Lake Washington, there is one participant who will accomplish a goal she never thought she would. Deanna Adler runs and bikes around Riverview Park in Renton with abundant energy. But it didn't used to be this easy.
I was 275 pounds.
Take a look at her then, a size 28, and what she labels an unhappy period in her life.
I got winded when I walked up a flight of stairs. I couldn't buckle my seatbelt.
She faced a major decision. What doctors told her was her only hope to lose the weight.
So my doctors told me that my only option, since I was so overweight, would be to have this gastric bypass surgery. There was no chance that I could do it on my own, because any weight that I did lose, I would gain back. Just as I was about to think about picking up the phone to schedule the surgery, I just had a stop moment.
Her past was riddled with failed attempts at dieting, but she says something told her to try it again. So her husband set up the treadmill, and she started out by walking for 30 minutes a day and keeping a close eye on what she ate.
Found out I was eating way too much.
Slowly but surely, the pounds came off. Take a look at the difference between then and now. In 12 months, she lost 125 pounds. The Danskin Triathlon, something she thought for sure she would never be able to accomplish, was suddenly within reach.
When I was back thinking about a regular triathlon, it seemed way out of reach, and I get a little bit teary because I'm here.
So now she's proved her doctors wrong, and it's onward and upward this Sunday to show her 3 young kids what their healthy mom can do.
Well, I've heard it takes about 2 hours, so I'm shooting for, maybe I'll push myself an hour and 45 minutes. We'll see if I can do it.
Another interesting part of Deanna's story, she didn't know how to swim before she started to train, so that was something else she had to accomplish. Now, 10% of the proceeds from the triathlon go to breast cancer research. The race kicks off early on Sunday morning. It starts at 6 a.m. Reporting in Seattle, Lisa Van Cise for Northwest Cable News.
I want to do triathlon. Better learn to swim.
Yeah, can you believe that? This is a woman who I want to, I want her to launch a public speaking tour after the triathlon, so she can inspire the rest of us to get going.
Great story.
Get off the couch.
Be good to see how she does when she's done.